Also, we are back with actually our Salsa Tip Series, and in this video, we're going to talk about how do we use our magnet connection method to help you improve your leading and following skills.
Okay. Hello and welcome. This is Joel and Maria. One more time, welcome back to our Salsa Tip series that we've been creating for you. In this video, we're going to talk about this method, this connection practice. I will put it that way. It's a tool that we're using with our students to tell them like what they need in order to be able to connect, right? Sometimes what happens on the dance floor is that we start pulling and pushing ourselves, right? We start dancing and then we just start pulling or we start pushing the girls.
Or grabbing.
Or for example, another thing is the turns, right? When the lady is turning, for example, and she feels that she's falling, what happened? The first thing that she can do is
or this.
Exactly. Now another thing, for example, if I'm the leader and I start doing this part right here and then I feel that she's not responding and I start like pulling her very, very strong, right? So we are going to give you a tip, and actually, like I said, it's a method that we've been using to teach our students, and we call it the magnet connection. Okay, it's very simple to use, but I think it's very powerful because it allows you to see what's going on with your fundamentals, with your basics, with your stepping, with your balance and the control. Yeah? So we are going to start by first, we call it the magnet because actually it looks like a magnet. We actually joking with our students like, can you do this? Right? And I pull it and boom, and come back, right? So imagine that this is a magnet and she actually is attached to my hand like a magnet. So I'm not grabbing anything, you see, it's just we are touching hands and now we are like magnets. Now, because a magnet, of course, you can rotate the magnet, right? And it still is connected. You can leave the magnet connected. So whenever we are doing any type of steps, in this case, I'm gonna start explaining the leading part, and then Maria is gonna start explaining like, ladies, like now you can do to improve your following as well, okay? So we're doing this basic here. Pram, pam, notice from the beginning, I already start moving and she already follows me, even if I don't grab her hand, even if I don't have the fingers like squishing their fingers, right? So what I'm gonna do here,
and this is because I'm connected, right? I know we showed you the magnet, but so even if Joel goes to lead me, he leads his hand forward, I remain connected, right? So watch, if he goes, I just wanna make sure I'm not losing his hand, but again, I'm not grabbing, I'm just making sure he doesn't lose me. So if he goes, pretty much, I go with him, right? With, again, not like disconnecting or anything like that, yeah?
Yeah, cool. And notice when I lead, I just move my hand. Of course, she doesn't have time to react to that, neither. So this will help you in many ways, right? You just have to, of course, practice it a couple times. So now once I have the magnet, notice when I start moving my body, I don't even move my feet, but because she feels that my hand is connected through my arm, my hand is connected through my arm and my body. When I move it, she feels it, right? So that's the perfect way to start dancing here together. And how this happened again? Because she's actually give me this connection, this feeling. I feel her hand. She's present, right?
Presence, yes.
Yes. So we start again. Boom.
Boom.
Bam, bam, kung, kung. Can I lead crossbar leads and everything else? Yes. And the reason is that even if I have the magnet, I will get a little bit closer to the camera so you can see, even if I have the magnet here, it's a little kind of curve on her hand right here. So whenever I bring her forward, she also goes against my resistance so she can feel how far I need to take her, right? So it's both of us connecting. Not only me, not only her, it's both of us. We feel the same energy, right? If this case of the magnet, I want to start kind of pushing her away, she will change the way of she plays the position of the hand a little bit, so she feels more the energy. If I bring her here, notice now I change the position of my hand a little bit to bring her in or to bring her out. And then still we have the magnet connection, right? But this is a good way to start practicing. Instead, just grabbing the hand and squishing it and start pulling her and bring her all over the place, right?
Or yeah, grabbing on to the
or
finger.
grabbing to the fingers if you are the follower, exactly, right? So, moving on, if we start doing this, what you can practice with this? Pretty much everything. Of course, maybe not like super duper complicated turns and steps, but definitely you will be able to lead, for example, a regular right turn, for example. Well, I know I will not call it because probably you will say, "Oh, you practice this," and you will call it, and she will do it. But I can continue talking like this as I'm leading her, right? And I'm going to be able to lead her steps and she will be able to follow just because she feels the connection with my hand. And notice my hand is open, right? But again, the main concept is that you keep the connection. Right now I feel that Maria is giving me some resistance. Like she's like kind of not pushing, but she's just there connected, right? So
Yeah, the feeling is that you don't want to lose each other's hand, right? Because it's hard to actually tell you what the feeling is. So if you can just think you don't want to lose each other, since if he's doing a twist or a turn with his hand, I'm making sure that we don't lose each other's hand, pretty much. Yeah?
yes, cool. Okay, so this is pretty much one of the concepts. Again, you can just switch the hands back and forth, right? You can start from here. You can switch the hand to the other hand here, right? Boom, and start doing the same turns. Notice my hand is open. I can just lead her, right? Again, crossbar leads. Maybe I will do first, so you don't see that I'm calling the turn. That was an inside turn, right? That was an outside turn. And notice she just curved her hand a little bit to allow me to do the turn for her with this exercise. Of course, if we are doing I mean normal dancing, right? I will not be, I will not start pulling her or creating this kind of magnet thing, right? It's important to have it there, but sometimes, of course, when you start practicing this and you really start understanding the following and the leading, and you really start connecting your footwork, which we're going to talk in a second, now you start creating different dynamics. For example, I can do, if this is regular dancing, right, and I'm doing this, now I can do the magnet here, bam, bam, and now I can create a little more energy to send her. So even if I let her go like this and I have a little bit of my finger like in front, notice I'm not grabbing the hand. I just put in the pressure, so still it feels like a magnet right here, right? So
Yeah,
it's like
and
a
I'm
magnet.
also leaning, pushing towards his fingers, right, with the inner part of my forearm. Yeah, because again, if he's leaning this way, I'm just kind of like keeping the presence and the resistance as well. So he's
Yes.
able to lead me. Yeah, because if I didn't, if I lost the magnet and he was trying to lead me, then it would just.
Uh, if you want to repeat that again?
If
Oh,
you were leading me in this direction and I lost it,
yeah.
yeah. So sometimes it's not just holding on tight and squeezing the fingers. Sometimes it's just too loose, where the guy will go and lead,
Or
and
she
then
will go with the
she's
arm
just yeah.
and she just go and pull the hand back, right? This is another example. But this magnet it creates because she kind of put the arm or try to keep it in front of her body, and the same thing for me, right? So if I come in here, notice how I bring her back, right? Just because she was connected, she was opening here, I bring her back into basic, right? She just respond to what the arm says right here. Another time, boom, and yeah, she was following. She was not anticipating it, anticipating neither, right? She was waiting for where I want to lead her. Now, Maria is going to explain a little bit about the part of the footwork, like the fundamentals. How do we build these to make sure that we understand these magnets? Because it doesn't matter how well we understand now the magnets, but if we don't have a good foundation on the footwork, which it will pretty much this magnet thing, it will probably not work, but it will be good to catch yourself.
Yeah, I think it's a good tool to practice with the magnet because, say you're in the middle of a turn. Maybe it could even be a simple right turn. And if I'm relying, if I'm doing the opposite of the magnet and I'm relying like on the guy, right, or the lead, I should say, and he stops me right in the middle of my turn, and
Or
I
pull
don't
you
know how to
back, for
control the
example.
balance, right? It's because I'm putting all of the tension up here. Yeah. So a way to just improve, right, or a way to actually practice this on your own is that you're keeping the magnet and say he stops on your 3, right? So it doesn't matter that we are not connected, right? It doesn't matter that we're not connected through the fingers, right? So this is a way for you to say, okay, if somebody left me on my third step and I just had a magnet connection, I would be able to control my own body, right? And that's really the point also of the magnet, is that if you were to be left in the middle of your step, you wouldn't be like, whoa, right? And relying on the lead, let's put it that way, so that you can just continue and complete the step on your own, yeah? So it's good to practice the magnet because, again, you really have no choice but to go ahead and control your own body. Control your own body, right? Because you have nothing to grab onto. And even if you wanted to control and stop on each specific step, you can, right? So that's why the magnet is kind of like you're in between. It's kind of, you're not able to grab on. You're not able to push too much. You're just able to be present and connected. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Hopefully that makes sense. I love to tell followers, like, you have to really understand your footwork. You have to be able to control your balance so that you're not relying on your leader. Yeah, you're not relying on your leader. It's like, you know your steps. You can control it with your timing and your balance. And once you get into partner work, now you're able to dance and just worry about like the minimal connection that you need. I mean, we've done other videos that you can check out about using the body to lead and follow, which is a kind of a complement to this video. But this is a good way to actually put it in practice.
Mm-hmm. So we are pretty much perfect. Now I see the chat. I was wondering like why you are not commenting right now, but if you have any questions right now, please just type it on the chat, okay? So I was wondering where are the comments?
What happened?
Okay, so now we are going to do one more time this exercise. Just I'm gonna call a couple of the things that you can do and practice. The important things right now is if you practicing in partner, with your partner or with a friend or anybody, try to don't tell them what to do next, right? The idea is that you just practice and you just communicate through the connection, through the hands.
Yes.
Okay?
And that you remain connection and you remain with the energy, right? The consistent energy throughout. So you don't lose each other's hand.
Regular turn. Crossbar lead. I'll let it turn again. Maybe a crossbar lead over my right shoulder, right? You can be outside turns. She's waiting for me. She's literally waiting for me to see what's next. It's not anticipating. She's like waiting and waiting to see what happened with my hands. Okay, that was a little bit late and we catch it and we don't have to pull each other again, right? Use a couple exercises. This is live, guys. This is just something that we use right now. We're doing randomly, okay? So we can see that we are still connected. You can change your hands. You can stop her. You can send her into a regular turn. You can do crossbar leads again. All this is connection. Notice I don't even curve my hand to make sure that she's just following my magnet right here. Okay, yes?
Yeah, he's pretty much tracing the path, and I am the one executing it with my footwork, right? It's not to say that we dance like this all the time on the dance floor. It's not to say of course, there are some times where we need a little more energy depending on the turn, right? Really depending on the move. Sometimes it requires a little more resistance. Sometimes it requires a little bit more of a lead. And yes, of course, we use it when and if we need it, right?
Yeah.
But this is just an example to see how you need to know your steps. How we, like Joel said, we wait for each other, and also he waits for me. This is something I wanted to point out because he says I wait for him, right? So when he goes, I don't like run for dear life, yeah? I remain connected. I wait for the lead, yeah? And also he waits for me, right? Sometimes the lead I can barely get onto my 6, and I'm already have to go into the 1. For example, this is dancing on 2, right? So say I'm coming out of a crossbody lead. And then he wants to lead me another crossbody lead. Sometimes the lead will already take off, and it's like, what? I didn't even get to go,
Let me do it this way.
6, 7.
So this is what we said, right? If she's finished here, 6, 7. So now you can see in front.
We lost the connection.
I open already, and because we are not connected, now we can actually catch that. Oh, I was too soon, right? I was too soon, so I have to wait. Wait till she's finished. Now we are connected. Boom! Now you can bring her forward again.
I mean, of course.
Way for her. This is for the exercise. Of course, if we
Yeah.
dance, and it's totally different, but this is a very good exercise to just keep practicing your fundamentals, your footwork, to see you're stepping on the right beat, etc., etc. Okay. Now, before actually we finish and we play some music, I want to ask you guys if you want us to send you more videos just like these ones that you want, and not only that, videos that we have inside of our VIP membership at My Salsa Online. If you're watching on, I'm sorry, if you're watching on YouTube, you can just go directly to the page, mysalsaonline.com, and you will see how you can get more videos, okay? Not only videos about tips, but also videos that we have from our classes, which is the beginner, advanced beginner, intermediate, advanced, and also one section for lady styling. And if you're watching on Facebook, just type on the comments, put more videos, okay? More videos. And then you
Two
will,
separate words?
yeah, two separate words, or just put
No hashtags.
or put salsa videos, or put more videos, okay? Just two words, just the way that you type it, and then you will receive message directly from us with the link, so how you can get your your videos, okay? So
Well,
let's do it. Now let's try with some music. In the meantime, if you have any questions, just don't hesitate to type it on the comments. We're gonna be happy to respond them, okay? In the meantime, let's try this one. How are you, Aaron?
Aaron says we are so much concentrating what you guys are explaining about them. Okay, cool. You don't have to comment then. Pay attention. I like that you're paying attention.
Let's try it with the speed. Pam 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 pam. Basic. Connection. And notice a lot of the body language too, right? If I start doing this and I just open like we said before, and let me start from here. I'm sorry, so you can see it first. If I doing this part right here, right, and then I just go quick like I said before. Okay, it's not enough. So it's
Just imagine me running after that, yeah?
yeah. So 5 and bring her with you. Actually, a very good complement for this video is the connection, leading with the upper body. So you're watching on YouTube, you will see the car popping around the video. Just click it and you will be able to see it, okay? Epa. 6. Bam. Notice all this is with the magnet, right? Magnet. Yeah? So I don't push her, I don't pull her. She's giving me the regular tempo, right? She's taking her time. She's not anticipating, right? If I doing this, and boom, she start running too, right? It will be the opposite than me go first, right? It will be after, for example, after a right turn, and then I just start opening here, and boom, she start running like, oh my goodness. Now you're disconnected now the opposite way. Maybe you anticipate onto the movement or the leading. So again, it has to be magnetic. Yes, we have to be able to play with each other and make sure that we are connected and we wait for each other. We are going together, okay? So again, another video that we just did about the connection with the upper body. I believe this will be the perfect complement of this video, because that will make more sense as well on how to lead.
Using the body to lead and follow.
Correct.
That was the title. Using the body to lead and follow.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay. So
thank you guys.
Thank you guys so much for being here. We are going to continue doing this type of tips. So don't forget, if you want to learn more about what we're doing in the community that we create online to people that want to learn how to dance salsa, don't forget to visit mysalsaonline.com, which is your salsa online school. Okay. And also, if you're watching on Facebook, just comment more videos, and then you will receive a message directly from us via Messenger, and then we're gonna let you know how to get more videos. Okay, more videos, not only about the tips, but also we're gonna give you some videos about or
Classes.
the classes that we have inside, right?
Instructional broken down classes, yeah?
That's
So you can see our method of teaching and how we actually use this when we're teaching either a turn pattern or shines, etc. Okay, so we use methods like this, but again, more into a turn pattern or to a shine so that you can actually see an actual live class. Cool?
cool. Perfect. So thank you so much. Thank you, Amy, Adam.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Amy. Thank you,
everybody who've been
Aaron.
watching. Thanks so much, and we will see you guys the next
video.
tip. Okay? Thank you, and have a good night.